Yo, what's happening, world? B Marsh Boxing. I'm back at it with another boxing video. So, I promised y'all I'll give you guys a recap of the 2021 Olympics boxing, the boxing events, and everything that went down, you know what I mean? And I want to thank everybody that was here that tuned in as I covered all these fights. You know what I'm saying? In the earlier rounds, boxing would start at like 11 p.m. 11 p.m. Um, and it would end the next morning at like 6 p.m., 6 a.m., excuse me. You know what I mean? Then as the rounds started to decrease, they went from rounds 32 to 16 to 8 to 4 to 2 to, it would start at like 1 in the morning. You know what I mean? So I want to thank everybody that came through that did watch the shit live as I stayed up covering the fights. But believe you me, I enjoyed it. You know what I mean? Didn't really affect my work day the next day, you know what I'm saying? I was still up and about early, like 8 o'clock per usual. You know what I'm saying, and I thoroughly enjoyed these 2021 Olympics, you know what I'm saying? Very entertaining. So let's get into it. Let's get into it. All right. We could start by day 15. That was like the last day of the Olympics, the last day for boxing. And let's start off with the women's. And we had what's her name? Buzenaz Surmaneli from Turkey. She was the number one seed, as a matter of fact, and she fought the girl from China named Gu Hong. Okay, and Surmaneli won the fight. You know what I'm saying? Yes, indeed. Gu Hong was she won a silver medal in the in the 2020 Olympics. 2021 Olympics. I don't know why I kept calling it 2020. It was 2021. And Gu Hong had to settle for gold, and Surmanelli, she won the gold medal. You know what I mean? From Turkey. So Turkey, I believe that was Turkey's first gold medal in boxing. So a lot of countries they achieved, you know, they achieved stuff that they hadn't achieved before. So you gotta give it up to them. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Yes, indeed. So let's see, who else was participating? Let's see. Okay, let's start off with the featherweight for women, or should I start with flyweight since it's the lightest weight in the women's division? You had what was that girl's name? Stoika Kristeva. She got herself a gold medal. Then you had the girl Buzenaz Karkilagu from Turkey. That's who Stoika beat. She got the silver medal. And then you got a girl from Chinese Taipei named Huang Huang Wan. She won bronze. And uh, what's the girl's name? Tsukimi Namiki. She won herself a bronze as well. In the boxing in the Olympics, two people win bronze, you know what I'm saying? I don't know why they just don't let the two people who lost to the eventual silver medalist and the gold medalist, they should fight each other for third place. I'm not quite sure I like the idea of two two fighters winning a bronze, you know what I mean? Because every other tournament in the Olympics, every other event, they don't have four guys standing at the podium winning medals, you know what I mean? Well, anyway, that's neither here nor there. Let's go to the flyweight division for the men. And Galal Yafai, yes, Galal Yafai, the brother of Kai and Gamal Yafai, he got himself a gold medal in the flyweight division. Now that's good for him because he participated in 2016 in the 2016 Olympics. You know what I mean? And he lost a Cuban named Johnny Argelagos, who's currently a pro fighter. He defected somehow, some way, and Johnny Argelagos is 3-0, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, so Galal Yafai got the gold medal when he beat the eventual silver medalist Carlo Palam. And really and truly, Galal Yafai took it to him. You know what I mean? He stepped on the gas, put pressure on him, and he was on his ass from Jump Street. You know. Excuse me. So nothing controversial about that W. Man won that shit fair and square. Carlos Palam, hopefully, hopefully all these guys turn pro. I don't have to say that after every fighter. Hopefully they turn pro. Okay, so Carlos Palam, congratulations to him, silver medalist. Then you have Roimi Tanaka. He won himself a bronze medal. And Saken Bobisinov, he also won uh, bronze medal. Bobisinov from Kazakhstan, Roime Tanaka from Japan. Now, a lot of people thought Tanaka got a gift decision, him being Japanese. The Olympics being held in Tokyo, Japan. So a lot of people thought that the man got a gift decision, especially against silver medalist from 2016 Olympics from Colombia, Eubigen Martinez. You know what I mean? So Eubigen Martinez didn't medal in 2016, 2020 Olympics, 2021 Olympics, and Roy May Tanaka did. You know what I'm saying? Yes, indeed. Okay, so I don't think there were any bantamweights. There weren't no bantamweights in this year's Olympics. I don't know why. So we're gonna go to featherweight. And in the featherweight division for women, girl from the young girl, 21 years old from Japan, Senna Irie. She won herself a gold medal. You know what I mean? She was a young girl, had an infectious smile. She was very jovial and just a very happy girl. I'm talking about even before she won the medal. And she definitely deserved it. You know what I mean? She beat a Filipino girl by the name of Neshti Patasio. Neshti Patasio from Philippines came home with the silver medal. In um, and then the bronze medal went to an Italian girl by the name of Irma Testa. That's Irma Testa. She got herself a bronze medal. And then the fourth bronze medalist came from England. Her name was Carice Artingstall. Caris Artingstall. She comes home with the bronze medal. You know what I mean? So that's the women's featherweight division. Let's see what the men did. Okay, the men was very familiar with the men. We have Albert Batigraziev. He came home with the gold medal, and he beat a professional. But I believe Albert Batigraziev is also a professional. You know what I mean? The man is also 3-0. Yeah, he's 3-0, just like Duke Reagan, the man that he beat to win the the gold medal. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm not for all these professional fighters, professional fighters going back to the amateurs. You know what I mean? Some of them being grown ass men fighting young boys, young kids who trying to realize, achieve their dream of being an Olympic champion, something they've been training for their whole life since they entered the sport. And I don't think it's right that a man should come from the amateurs. I'm sorry, the pro ranks come back down to the amateurs and try achieve glory. I think it's kind of like a varsity player or let's say a college player. You know what I mean? A college basketball player going back the next year to go back to high school just because he got a little advantage. He played a few college games, go back to high school and has more experience, and then dog the little youngins on the court, the high school kids. It's not right. I don't think it's right, but I will give this year's 2021 Olympians a pass solely off the strength that some of these guys turned pro in the event that boxing or the whole Olympics was canceled in 2020. Yeah, I mean, so they weren't even sure if there's going to be an Olympics next year. So some of these guys turned pro, guys like Duke Reagan, Keyshawn Davis, of course, Albert Batigraziev, etc. Okay, so Batigraziev wins the gold medal for the ROC. They called it what they called it, Russian Olympic Committee, because Russia got banned for steroids, all day athletes. So I guess they came under this banner of ROC with the fake ass flag. Duke Reagan wins the gold medal. Kid from out of, I'm sorry, silver medal. Kid from out of Cincinnati. You know what I mean? I personally don't think. I think he should have just got a bronze medal because I didn't even think he won the bronze medal, the silver medal fight, the fight to put him in the ranks of you know what I mean? To put him in the ranks of being I lost my train of thought. Excuse me. But anyway, Duke Reagan brings home a silver medal. Kid from out of Ohio. Okay. And the bronze medal was won by Lazaro Alvarez. Lazaro Alvarez is a kid out of Cuba. I watched him in the I believe 2012 Olympics. I seen him. He won a bronze medal. 2016 in Rio Olympics, he got a bronze medal as well. And then this year he gets himself in the 2021 Olympics. He wins a bronze medal. You know what I mean? I remember in 2016 Rio Olympics, he lost to the eventual gold medalist, kid out of Brazil, who's going to be fighting for a world title next month, Robinson Cancel, who came home with the gold in 2016. So Lazaro Alvarez is a champion in three different Olympics, but unfortunately for him, he couldn't bring home the gold. And if you know anything about Cuba, man, silver and bronze is nothing, man. It's fight for the gold or die. You know what I mean? That's why they produce the most gold medalists in boxing in Olympic history, because these guys, they don't play. And Alvarez, what does the future hold for him? He has two options. It's quite simple. The man could stay in his country, be adored for life as an Olympian, a guy who sacrificed his whole life as a kid, as a young man, to go to the Olympics times from 2012, 2016, 2021. And he could get the fame and the glory, all he wants in Cuba. But one thing that comes with all that fame and glory in Cuba is no fortune. You know what I mean? And the second option is to defect. And I'm not encouraging nobody to defect. That's on y'all. I'm just telling you what these Cuban fighters, the options they have. It's either stay in your country, get the glory and the fame and the respect and the love from the Cuban people, admiration, or, but no fortune, or come to USA or defect, not necessarily USA, but the goal is to come to the States, right? You know, some of these guys, going to escape to places like Hamburg, like Yuriokis Gamboa and or Olidia Solis, these type of guys. You could defect. That's the only other way, and you could defect. But man, it's a hard life being a Cuban, man. I can't even lie to y'all. You could defect, but you can never, ever, ever go back to Cuba. You know what I'm saying? You're considered a traitor. It's considered basically like treason. You betrayed the country for the fame and the fortune rather than stay and get all the love and admiration from your country. But then there's also the pros and the cons of defecting. You might defect to the United States as a Cuban fighter and have a career like Uni Esquis Gonzalez, for example. I wouldn't consider Uni Esquis Gonzalez a successful Cuban, a successful boxer in the pro ranks. He's taken losses. He's been knocked out. You know, he's had some good fights here and there, but you know, Uniesquez Gonzalez has not been. It's never been a world champion. Can't put him on levels like Arislandi Lara. You know what I mean? Guillermo Rigondeaux, Yuriokis Gamboa. What the deal? One of them ones. What go on, my youth? What the deal, man? Big up yourself, man. One of them ones says, "B March Boxer, what do you think about Andy Cruz win?" Look, that was a very close fight between Andy Cruz and Keyshawn Davis. It could have gone either way. I thought Keyshawn Davis won, but I could see why they gave the dub to Andy Cruz. But any Cuban fighter, one of them ones I fucks with hard body. I do. I love Cuban boxers. I do. Simply off the fact, anytime you see a Cuban fighter fighting on the pro ranks on your TV, you gotta know them fellas went through life and death situations to do to become a pro boxer, and the sacrifices that they make. These guys make sacrifices from when they kids, training from when they 8 years old in boxing academies in Cuba. You know what I'm saying? And the kind of conditions they live in, it's basically these kids got to stay on weight. You got to stay on weight from every from when you start boxing till when you stop. You know what I'm saying? So imagine 8, 9, 10 year old kid. The kid is, I'm not gonna say malnourished, but you know, the kid can't eat what all the other kids eat. They can't eat no candy, no pizza, no burgers, none of that. Now you already know, Slim, that is sacrificing, especially at a young kid, where you're a young kid at that stage of life, you could eat anything you want and it won't really have consequences unless you do it excessively and then you could become a big blubber baby. But there ain't no really consequences on your health as like an adult. An adult probably gotta, when they get older, gotta cut back on sugar, cut back on a lot of things, red meat, because they're trying to preserve their health. That's why I fucks with the Cuban fighters for life. You know what I mean? Rigondeaux, you know, Gamboa, Casamayor in 92. You know what I'm saying? You know, I love these fighters because, man, like I said, not even sacrificing making weight, just boxing 6 days a week. You only get one day off. Still also got to concentrate on your studies because you already know Cuba got a high literacy. You know, like 100% of everybody in that country can read and write. They got some of the best doctors in the world. So they don't play with education as well. But in that country, it's all about education and sports. Athletes. They produce athletes. They have like academies for not just boxing, basketball, baseball, gymnastics, everything, man. They try to produce some of the best athletes in the world. You know what I mean? One of them once says Cuban been boss the amateurs for decades, absolutely since the 70s. Since the 70s was what's that guy's name? Teofilo Stevens. He set it off for Cuba, you know what I mean? And they've been winning gold ever since because they used to be pro fighters and Cuban pro fighters up until Castro came in the 50s. You had, you know, Sugar Ramos, you know what I mean? The Kid Galahads, you know what I mean? And of course, the earlier days, I believe in the 30s, maybe 20s, Kid Chocolate. You know, so they used to produce world champions, and of course, can't forget my man Jose Napoli. He's one of the best welterweights of all time. You know what I'm saying? But the Cuban fighters, man, they take this shit with they fight with pride, not just pride for themselves. It ain't even about themselves, just bringing home gold for themselves. It's about bringing it for Fidel Castro and the country, the revolution. You know what I mean? So God give it up to them, man. You check it. So one of them once says, "Did you see Julio Cesar Cruz this Olympics as well?" Man, I saw everybody. I ain't missed nothing. One of them ones. Look at my channel, Slim. I got a whole playlist of like 60 fights in 2021 Olympics. I was the only one here covering this shit. And I ain't just covering Americans, maybe like Dante's Boxing Nation. I mean, or nah, Slim, I covered everybody. From Bulgaria to Russia to Armenia to Mauritius to Ghana, USA, everywhere, kid. Brazil, everywhere. Yeah, I saw Julio Cesar de la Cruz. I seen him win gold medal in 2016 in middleweight, and I seen him beat on Benjamin Whitaker's ass from England. Look at the motherfucking thumbnail on this video. You look at Benjamin Whitaker. This guy's really got a sore loser face, looking mad and sad. Can't even embrace the other three Olympians. Them fellas full of shit, Slim. You thought you were gonna beat Julio Cesar La Cruz? Are you mad? Are you high? Dogs, Julio Cesar La Cruz is one of the most decorated Cuban Olympians of all time. Talk. This guy's no joke. And you see how he handled Whitaker easily with his hands down, took it to his ass on some brawling shit, stuck on the outside. Whitaker should just be happy he came home with a silver because he had no shot in hell of beating that dude, Julio Cesar La Cruz. Them fellas was already beat before he went into the ring. Cuban versus England. It was a wrap. I mean, one of them one says, yeah, you had Kid Chocolate. Absolutely. One of them one says, to Ben Whitaker, Ben Whitaker crying like an idiot. La Cruz is one of the greatest. I said it. Absolutely, he's one of the greatest. Hell yeah, cuz. I like that guy, man. Cuz look, he won a gold medal in a different weight class. You know what I'm saying? And I remember EJ Boxing Live. Big ups EJ, man. EJ Boxing Live. His name for Shakur Stevenson in 2016 was Crybaby. Well, I think in 2021 we're gonna have to give Crybaby to Benjamin Whitaker because Shakur Stevenson at least has been a world champion in boxing. You know what I mean? So he's moved on from that. He's still undefeated. Look at the guy, Robeisy Ramirez, the Cuban who beat Shakur Stevenson in 2016 Olympics for the featherweight featherweight medal. Robeisy Ramirez, I like the Cuban fighters, but this guy came into the pro ranks on his first fight. He lost his first fight. Started off 0-1, you know what I mean? Yeah, man, so big up the Cuban fighters. We're going to talk more about them as we go through this medal count. So I was in the featherweight division, and I was on Lazaro Alvarez. He comes home with a bronze medal. I'm not going to say not going to get love and admiration in his country, man, but I'm trying to tell y'all, man, in Cuba, man, look, man, they only fight for gold. That's it. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. Okay, so the fourth bronze medalist in the featherweight division was a guy from Ghana, a kid 20 years old. I thought this kid, Samuel Taki, beat Duke Reagan. I thought he beat Duke Reagan. And I thought at least he should have been in the gold medal round. And I would have loved to see Samuel Taki versus Batigraziev, you know what I mean? Ghana versus Russia. But Samuel Taki brought home a bronze medal for Ghana, the first the first bronze medal first medal period for Ghana since 1992 Olympics. That's a long time ago, y'all. Just to have your first medalist since 1992. And also, Samuel Taki brought home the only medal in 2021 Olympics for Ghana. Bronze. They only got one medal in the Olympics, and that came from this kid, Samuel Taki. I'd love to see Samuel Taki become a pro. There ain't nothing left to do. You ain't from Cuba. You don't got to defect. Go to England, go to London, go fuck with the man Richard Comey or Duke Micah here in the United States and try to get into the pro ranks. You know what I mean? So that's the featherweight division. Quick recap: for the featherweight division, gold medal went to Albert Batis Graziev. The silver went to Duke Reagan. The bronze went to Lazaro Alvarez, and another bronze went to Samuel Taki. Okie doke. Okay, so that's recap for featherweight. I told you I wasn't no bantamweights or nothing, but there was lightweights. Let's get into it for the women's. Women lightweight. We had Kellyanne Harrington from Ireland. Now I liked Kellyanne Harrington's style. I watched Kellyanne Harrington throughout the Olympics. Nice switch hitter, stick and move style. You know what I'm saying? But I thought she lost to the Brazilian Ferreira. You know what I mean? I did. Beatriz Ferreira. Beatriz Ferreira was the more aggressive fighter, and I thought she landed more punches. You know what I mean? I did. Uh, but Kellyanne Harrington brings home the gold. Beatriz Ferreira brings home the silver. Um, what you call it? Beatriz Ferreira from Brazil. You know, I'd like to see. I wonder if these women like Carrie Ann Harrington, if they're gonna come to the pro ranks. You know, because Kellyanne Harrington could follow. In you know, she could be try to be like what's that girl who won Olympics, 2012, 2016. Katie Taylor. You know what I'm saying? She could follow in the footsteps of Katie Taylor. She's an old lady. She's 31 years old. You know, she ain't no spring chicken. But you know, her and Beatrice Ferreira, I don't think there's anything left to do in the in the amateur ranks. You know what I'm saying? Beatrice Ferreira, her herself, she's wow. What do you know? This girl, Beatrice Ferreira, she's 28 years old. You know what I mean? So I think she should also come into the pro ranks. Excuse me, pro ranks. Nothing else to do. You know what I mean? The silver medalists, I'm sorry, the bronze medal went to Mira Putkonen, and she was an old lady herself. Mira was like 40 years old. You know what I mean? Because she won a bronze medal in the 2016 Olympics. So she has two bronze medals, 2016 and 2021, excuse me, girl out of Finland. And she's 40 years old. So I think it's a wrap for her as far as pro ranks. Then the other bronze medal went to a girl from Thailand and she lost, I believe, to I believe it was to Kellyanne Harrington, if I'm not mistaken. You know what I'm saying? Yes. And Sudapon Sisondi, she comes home with the bronze medal herself. You know what I mean? So that's the lightweight division. Let's get into the men's lightweight division. This is a recap if you're just tuning in. Hit the thumbs up on your way in. This is a recap for all the medals in all the 2021 Olympics. Lightweight division, man, we was just talking about one of them ones. Andy Cruz, 25 years old, beat Keyshawn Davis for the fourth straight time. Keyshawn Davis is 0-4 against Andy Cruz. Andy Cruz from Matanzas, a big boxing program in Cuba. Matanzas. They bring home the gold medal. Andy Cruz. I like this kid, Andy Cruz, man. I like this kid, you know what I mean? I thought, you know, the gold medal fight could have gone either way. But regardless, Andy Cruz is a major player, you know what I mean? And he's 25 years old. What will he do? I told y'all before. There's two options. He could stay in his country, get admiration, love from the people. He fought for Cuba and the revolution and Fidel Castro. All the fame he wants, but no fortune. Or he could defect and come to USA and become a pro. Try to become like Rigondeaux, there's Sladdy Lara, Yurioki's Gamboa. And of course, Casamayor was the first one to defect. You know what I mean? He was the first fighter to ever defect, and I believe he defected in '96 because he won a silver medal in '92. Was trying to go back to '96 Atlanta Olympics, but then he defected. You know what I mean? So Andy Cruz wins a gold medal. American pro Keyshawn Davis, who's 3-0 from Norfolk, Virginia, wins the silver medal. Harry Garside from Australia, 24 years old, he wins himself the silver medal. I'm sorry, a bronze medal. You know what I'm saying? Harry Garside, he did well for himself. And then the dude Keyshawn Davis beat from Armenia got a bronze medal named Hovhannes Bakov. And Hovhannes Bakov is 28 years old. He's out of Armenia and got an extensive amateur background, but he comes home with the bronze medal. Now, Keyshawn Davis, like I said, I'll give some of these guys a pass for being in the pro ranks with only like 3-0, 3 fights, because some of these guys were trying to compete in the 2020 Olympics, but COVID hit. So they said, you know what, I gotta go make this money. But like I was talking about the Cubans, there's pros and cons for defecting. Y'all know the pros: win world titles, win money, have beautiful women like Dennis Ugas' wife, or Erislandy Lara wife, or Rigondeaux wife. You know what I mean? Or you might defect to the United States or to the pro ranks and become like an Olidia Solis and have a shitty career. Sorry to say shitty, but he wasn't what he was supposed to be in the pro ranks. He was a gold medalist in I believe 2004 Greece Athens, and he wasn't quite the good heavyweight as a pro rank. He used to get fat and out of shape. Tony Thompson made him retire. Vladimir Klitschko knocked his ass out. No, I think he went points. Was it Vladimir or Doctor? His brother. And that's the cons. You can never ever go back to your country if you defect, and you could come to the pro ranks and be some garbage. So you'll never win. You'll never receive all that prize money, the millions of dollars. Then you'll just become like a refugee in the United States or whichever country you're at, and it's going to be hard to earn some money. You're just going to have to become a regular Joe Schmo, regular citizen. And I'm sure every day you're going to be thinking about Cuba, the people you love in your country, your family you can never go back and see. So those are the cons, you know? Those are the cons. But man, like Gigandow, these guys, when you live in places like Miami, man, that's little Havana. You know what I mean? That's little Cuba. So that's the closest thing you can get to being be with your Cuban people. But if you're not winning, man, it's going to be a hard life. Real talk. Yes, indeed. Emmanuel Manu's in the chat. He says, what do you think of Ben Whitaker? Also, why do you think boxers at high levels fight with their hands down? When in boxing, it's taught to keep your hands up. It's something top amateurs do. Why? The amateurs do it because it's a counterpunching style that they pick up points with. You know what I mean? You check it, if you want to be a brawler and a slugger in there, that's well and fine. Just got to knock opponents out and pick up points by getting standing 8 counts. In the amateur style, it's all about punches and bunches, clean punches, and counter punching. You know what I mean? Make them miss, make them pay. And I believe that's why a lot of guys, especially at the high levels like you mentioned, fight with their hands down. Okay, so that's the lightweight division we covered. Big ups to Andy Cruz, gold medal, Keyshawn Davis, silver medal, Harry Garside, and Hovhannes Bakov, they win the bronze medal. All right. What's after lightweight? Welterweight, I believe, right? Yeah, welterweight. Let's see what the welterweight's hitting for. What the welterweight's hitting for. Let's see who won medals in the welterweight division. Sorry, I'm going back looking at my videos, you know what I mean? I'm looking at my videos of the shit I covered to give you an idea of let's start with the welterweight for women, okay? Welterweight women. We had this tough girl from out of Turkey, man. I liked this girl, man. Styles, shorty got swag, got a little weight on her. She's not the tallest, got a little pudginess on her, but man, this girl, Busina Surmanelli, this girl was swagged out. You want to talk about Emmanuel Manu? You want to talk about somebody fighting with their hands down? Go look at Busina Surmanelli, man. This girl was styling and profiling. No wonder she won gold. I believe she was the #1 seed. She beat the girl from China, Gu Hong. And Gu Hong is a tall girl, you know what I'm saying? She's 32 years old. She brings home a silver medal for China. She lost to Surmanelli. In third place in the welterweight division was an Indian girl by the name of Lovelina Borgohain, and the other bronze medal was brought home by O'Shea Jones. She's American, you know what I mean? O'Shea Jones, 23 years old, from Toledo, Ohio. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, she couldn't come home with no gold, but she brings home a bronze medal, so congratulations to her. So welterweight women recap. Butines Surmanelli from Turkey wins the gold. Gu Hong from China wins the silver. Lovelina Borgohain, she wins the bronze medal. And she's a young girl too, 23 years old. And O'Shea Jones from Toledo, Ohio, she wins bronze medal. You know what I mean? So let's look at the men's. The men's welterweight was very interesting. Very interesting. We have the gold medal goes to Roniel Gonzalez. If you don't know Roniel Gonzalez, then you haven't been watching. This might be your first time watching Boxing Olympus. Roniel Gonzalez, 32 years old. This guy won a gold medal in 2020 at Tokyo Olympics, 2021, excuse me, in the welterweight division. In 2012, I believe he wasn't there in 2016, or if he was, he didn't medal. 2012, he won a gold medal at light welterweight, and in 2008, he won himself a bronze medal in the Beijing Olympics. Let me see if he did anything in 2016. He must have competed in 2016, but ain't do nothing. Kind of shocked, because this guy, if he had won a medal in 2016, he would have had 4 medals. Now I don't know any amateur boxer who has 4 medals. I've seen guys like Felix Savon win 3, Teofilo Stevens win 3. I believe Zhu Shiming, man like Zhu Shiming has three from China. He has 3 medals as well. Lomachenko has 2. What's that guy's name? Guy from Hungary back in the day. Damn it, man. From like the 50s. He has 3 gold medals as well. Damn it, what's his name? I've done videos on him too. I did a video on him, a fight we didn't get to see. He should have fought the guy out of Philly, that Italian guy. Wow, these names are escaping me right now. The kid from out of Philly, he has a statue in South Philly. Anyways, it's escaping my mind. Yeah, so Yeah, man. Roniel Gonzalez, a major player, man, got three medals. Excuse me. Could have probably had four if he did something in 2016. Well, Roniel Gonzalez beat Pat McCormick out of England. Pat McCormick is a silver medalist. The bronze medalist goes to Aiden Walsh. Aiden Walsh eliminated himself from the silver medalist from the gold medal round because after he beat this fighter from out of Mauritius, and them fellas started celebrating so much. He was jumping up like shit after he won. He beat the Mauritius fighter to go to the gold medal round. That he came down on his ankle and busted his ankle, and he twisted his ankle and he couldn't compete in the gold medal round. So this McCormick guy, he just got really basically Pat McCormick didn't have to fight nobody to get in the gold medal round. He just got moved in because Aiden Walsh did some stupid shit and injured himself. Speaking of injuries, I personally right now also have a busted up ankle. I twisted my ankle playing ball on Sunday morning. Sprained my ankle. Came down on it. I hadn't even played for 3 minutes, man. I took my first 3-point shot, fading away, and long story short, I twisted my joint, man. So it is what it is. But the other bronze medal went to Andrei Zamkokoev. He's a guy out of Russia. You know, he's a guy who won a bronze medal in the 2012 Olympics. You know what I mean? And now he got himself a gold medal in 2021, excuse me, in Tokyo. 34 years old, lost in the first round in 2016. That's why he probably could have been a, a medalist in three different Olympics, but he did lose in 2016 in the first round. So quick recap. Roniel Gonzalez wins the silver gold medal. Roniel Gonzalez from Cuba wins this gold medal. Pat McCormick from Great Britain wins the silver medal. Aiden Walsh from Ireland wins the bronze medal, and Zamkokoev from Russia wins also the bronze medal. Okay. All right. So welterweight next up should be middleweight. Middleweight, we have Lauren Price from England. You know, somebody came in my comment section trying to be smart, said, excuse me, Lauren Price is from Welsh. So I asked this cocksucker, so which country, you know, trying to be smart and condescending, right? So I asked the cocksucker, so which country did she win a bronze for, and which country did she represent in the Olympics? Because when I watched the Olympics 2021, she was representing England. She had a Great Britain jacket on. She won a gold medal for England. I didn't hear nothing in the commentary talking about she's born in Welsh or she's Welsh. And I'm not saying she's not. But the fact of the matter is she won a gold medal for England. So I don't give a fuck where she's from. She won a gold medal for England. She had on the Adidas Great Britain jacket. So you can claim her from Welsh all you want. All I know is she won a gold medal for England, okay? So you could be upset all you want and condescending, but I'ma just carry your bitch ass smart. And I ain't even have to cuss at him. I just asked him politely. So which country did, and Slim didn't even answer because he sounded stupid. Okay, and the silver medalist in the middleweight division is Lee Quinn. Lee Quinn is also she won the silver in 2021 Tokyo, in 2016 Rio. She won a bronze medal, still in the middleweight division. So she couldn't come home with the gold, but you know, she's 31 years old. I don't know what she's gonna do, but at least she's a two-time medalist. Bronze medals went to Nushka Fontijen, 33 years old. Nushka won the bronze medal, and she's also won a bronze medal in Oh, sorry, she won us in Tokyo. She won. I'm sorry, in Rio, Brazil. She won herself a silver medal. So she took a step backwards, winning a bronze medal in 2021. In 2016, she won a silver. But hey, what could you do? At least she medaled, right? And the other bronze medal went to a chick from Russia by the name of her. Her name was crazy, Zemfira Magdaleviev. It was hard to pronounce, but she got herself a bronze medal. You know what I mean? So, quick recap: middleweight division. Lauren Price wins the silver medal for Great Britain. I'm sorry, gold medal for Great Britain. She was the number one seed too. Lee Quinn or Quilin, she wins the silver medal. Nushka Fontaine wins the bronze medal, and Zenfira Magdaliev, she wins the bronze medal as well. Okay, now let's look at the men's middleweight division. Let me read the chat right quick. What fellas talking about? Boxing Learner says Laszlo. What's up, Boxing Learner? Jed Kyle, what the deal, Jed Kyle? What's up, my G? He says, what's up, bro? Salute to you, man. Thanks for coming through, doing a quick recap of the medals, you know what I mean? I was at the middleweight. Let's get into the middleweight for men. And the best knockout, one of the most dramatic fights I've ever seen in Olympic amateur boxing history. Gold medal went to a guy from Brazil by the name of Herbert Sousa. Herbert Sousa was losing the fight, losing every single round, needed a knockout to win the fight. And what do you know? In the third round, he knocks out the eventual silver medalist, Alexander Kurzniak. Knocks his ass out, man, with the mean left hook, you know. The Brazilian was a taller fighter. Alexander Kurzniak's the shorter fighter. But the man kept hooking with Kuznyak. Kuznyak was coming in with some big left hooks and right hooks. Shorter fighter getting on the inside. I was watching the fight. I was like, God damn, Sosa, man, use your jab. You throw your shit in straight punches. Stop throwing them wide looping hooks because you're letting Kuznyak get on the inside. And what do you know? Kuznyak throws a left hook. Herbert Sosa throws a left hook. Herbert Sosa lands first. And boom, knocks the Alexander Kuznyak out on the canvas hard. And the referee stops the fight, man, and Herbert Sousa gets a dramatic knockout in the final round to win himself a gold medal. Don't get no better than that. So congratulations to Herbert Sousa from Brazil. Alexander Kuznyak brings home the gold medal. I'm sorry, the silver medal. Kuznyak is 26 years old. And Herbert Sousa, I believe, he's 23 years old, so he has a chance to become a pro. Both of them do. Okay, and the bronze medal went to Eumir Martial. A lot of people thought Eumir Martial beat, what's his name? You know, Martial is a decorated amateur, you know what I mean? This is his first medal, but he's a decorated amateur, and I believe he is a professional as well. You know, but a lot of people thought he beat the silver medalist Kuznyak, you know what I mean? You check it. So this guy wins the medal. Eumir Martial wins a bronze medal. You know what I mean? And who's the other middleweight? I'm trying to find the other middleweight. I'm looking through my videos, y'all, please. The other fight, middleweight. Oh, yes, Bakshi, Gleb Bakshi from Russia. I mean, he lost to Sosa. You know what I mean? He's 25 years old, and he wins himself a bronze. You know what I mean? So no shame in his game. At least he medaled, right? So quick recap, middleweight also wins the bronze medal. I'm sorry, gold medal. Alexander Kuznyak wins the silver medal. Eumir Martial and Gleb Bakshi win the bronze medal. Okay, let's move on. Let's move on to light heavyweight, right? Did the women compete in light heavyweight? They didn't. No light heavyweight for women. I believe that was the cap. Middleweight was where the women capped. They as far as the highest weight they fought at. So let's go to the men's now. We are at light heavyweight, and you already know a Cuban won that joint. If you don't know, you're gonna find out sooner than later. Light heavyweight, we have Arlen Lopez. Arlen Lopez wins himself a gold medal, okay? And this is a guy who won himself a gold medal in the 2016 Olympics in the middleweight division. But in 2021 Tokyo, he wins it in the light heavyweight division. This guy's a great fighter, man. Arlen Lopez is tremendous. 28 years old from Guantanamo Bay, Cuba, two-time gold medalist. Don't get no better than that, you know what I mean? Arlen Lopez ain't no joke. And he's the one who beat Brian Whitaker. He beat Brian Whitaker, man. Made Brian Whitaker cry like a little baby. Cry like a little bitch. Didn't even want to wear his medal. Acted like he's too good to win that medal. Now, I really want to see what you're going to do in the pro ranks. Bradley Whitaker, you better not be another Bradley Skeet looking ass, you know what I mean? Yeah, don't become another Bradley Skeet Audley Harrison, you know what I mean? You won yourself a silver medal against a Cuban, man. You should be happy with that. I know the goal is, you're not a Cuban. The Cuban's goal is gold or nothing. You ain't built from their cloth, Ben Whitaker. And nothing against Ben Whitaker, but nobody is built from these Cuban fighters' cloth. You know what I mean? They cut from a different fabric. J. says Brazil has had a gold medalist at the last Olympics too. I think might start becoming bigger in boxing as the years go on. You're talking about Robinson Canseco, Jed Kyle, and he won himself a gold medal in the lightweight division. And guess what, Jed Kyle? 5 years later, Bob Arum has done a shitty job with them. I'll tell you that. And that's a fact. He's done a shitty job with this guy, Robinson Canseco. But Robinson Canseco is getting his opportunity in September of 2021, next month. What are we, in August? Yeah, next month. He's going to be fighting Oscar Valdez for the WBC 130-pound title. You know what I mean? This is his opportunity to being a gold medalist in the 2016 Olympics and becoming a world champion in pro boxing. I hope he wins, really and truly. I really hope he does, because I've been watching the guy. I've seen most of his pro fights. Bob Arum has done a shitty job with this guy. This guy be fighting on the undercards, you know what I mean? Don't really be on primetime TV, I don't know why. Bob Arum needs to learn how to promote. Put that guy in Boston, Massachusetts, man. There's a whole lot of Brazilians in Boston, Mass, you know what I mean? A lot of Portuguese out there, too. And the Cape Verdeans, these people will gravitate to the Brazilian guy because of Portuguese, the Portuguese language. Bob Arum ain't shit, man. He did a shitty job with Canseco. 9 times out of 10, he's probably hoping Canseco lose to Oscar Valdez because Valdez is Mexican, but I'm hoping the Brazilian can win it. Yes, indeed. Jed Kyle says, Cuba dominated the Olympics in boxing, man. Cuba dominates every year. Every year. They got the most boxing medals of all time, man. And they just started really getting on the scene in the in the 60s. When did Cuba become like a socialist communist country? I believe in 61, right? 61. That's when Cuba Castro took over, right? Overthrew Batista. And I believe they started going and getting medals maybe in 68, but by 72 Olympics with Teofilo Stevens and the like, and they've been owning Olympic boxing. Real talk. Okay, where were we at in light heavyweight? So Arlen Lopez, 2-time medalist, wins. Ben Whitaker, a guy who I liked. I liked Ben Whitaker. And I got no problem with him, but I don't like this smug attitude, acting like he's too good for his silver medal. Boy, please. Boy, please. Ben Whitaker's a young boy, 24 years old. You better come in the pro ranks right now. Ain't nothing else to do in the amateurs. You won yourself a silver medal. Like Amir Khan in 2000. What was Amir Khan? 2004, right? Amir Khan fought against that Cuban. He fought against the Cuban. What was that Cuban's name? Kinnaman. Somebody Kinnaman. You know what I mean? He fought against that guy called Kinnaman, who I believe was a two-time medalist too. I think 2000 and 2004, just like Guillermo Rigondeaux. You check it. So Ben Whitaker brings home a silver medal. Imam Katiev from Russia, he brings home a bronze. And a guy from Azerbaijan, Lauren Alfonso, he brings home a bronze as well. You know what I mean? So Lauren Alfonso and Katiev, and I covered these guys. Go watch my channel. You know, Katiev also brought home a bronze. You know what I mean? So quick recap in the middleweight division. Arlen Lopez. I said middleweight, excuse me, light heavyweight. Because did I do middleweight, y'all? Yeah, I did middleweight, Herbert Salsa. Arlen Lopez from Cuba wins a gold medal. Ben Whitaker from England, Great Britain, wins himself a silver medal. Imam Katiev and Laurent Alfonso. Imam Katiev from Russia and Laurent Alfonso from Azerbaijan, they win themselves the bronze medal. So where we go, light heavyweight, I believe we go to heavyweights, right? Should be heavyweights. Where's my... Okay, the guy we was just talking about, one of them ones. Julio Cesar La Cruz, Badman, 31 years old. Julio Cesar La Cruz could go on to become a great Olympian, you know what I mean? He won himself in the 2021 Olympics in Tokyo, the heavyweight gold medal. And 2016, he won himself in Rio, Brazil, the light heavyweight gold medal. So he's a gold medalist in two different weight classes, two different Olympics. He's a bad man. And he beat a Muslim. I said a Muslim. He beat a Russian by the name of Muslim Gazimagomedov. Man's name got like 16, 18 letters, you know what I mean? And there was a very good fight, very entertaining fight. And Magomedov comes home representing Russia. He comes home with the silver medal, you know what I mean? And the silver medalist, I'm sorry, the bronze medalist in the heavyweight division was Abner Teixeira from Brazil, 24 years old. You know what I'm saying? Should become a pro right now, I believe. Nothing else to do. You got yourself a bronze medal. You know what I mean? Abner Teixeira. And the other bronze medal went to a guy from New Zealand who's 26 years old by the name of David Nyika. David Nyika. He was also in the 2016 Olympics, but he lost. Can't remember which round he lost to, but he did lose. But in was he in 2016 Olympics? Maybe not. Maybe he was. Maybe he wasn't. I know in 2021 he brings home. He fought a guy who tried to bite his ear. I covered that. The dude named Jonas Bala. I forgot where Jonas Bala was from, but David Nyika from New Zealand, man, had a lot. His whole country was behind him, and then I know this because they came into my comment section and they watched the video. It's like the whole country, they was interested to see what David Nyika gonna do, but he brings home a bronze medal. So quick recap, heavyweight division, Julio Cesar La Cruz, two-time champion, medalist, gold medalist. He brings home the gold in the heavyweight division. Muslim Gazamagomedov brings home a silver medal. Albert Teixeira from Brazil and David Nyika from New Zealand bring home the bronze medal. Okay, so now last and final round. A round a lot of people are interested in. Super heavyweight. Okay. The gold medal went to Bakodir Jalalov. Okay, Bakodir Jalalov is 27 years old, and he beat Richard Torres. You know what I'm saying? He beat Richard Torres to become the gold medalist. You know what I mean? But really and truly, this guy has been fighting in the AIBA joint. Uh, Jalalov been fighting in AIBA. What you call it? World Boxing. What you call it? World Boxing Super Series. You know what I mean? You check it. He was in the 2016 Olympics, and I believe he lost it. He either lost to Joe Joyce Usyk. I'm sorry, Joe Joyce, Tony Yoka, or what's that guy? Philip Orgovich. He lost to one of those guys. One of the guys who medaled. You know what I mean? But in 2021 in Tokyo, he he beat the American and he wins himself the gold medal with the southpaw. Man, this guy got a mean left hand, and the guy be leaning on fellas on some Vladimir Klitschko shit. I believe he will be a player in the future in the heavyweight division. Will he win a world title? I don't know, but if you know the trend of boxing since 1996, since the Klitschko's, since Dr. Steelhammer Vlad won himself a gold medal, the best heavyweights or which countries produce the most heavyweights and the best really is Europeans. Look at right now, the two heavyweight world champions are Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury. Okay, Klitschko and them, they set it off. The Sultan Ibrahimoviches and these guys, Likovic, these guys it wouldn't be possible. The other Russian guy, the one who fought David Hay, that big, tall, 7 foot motherfucker who fought Holyfield and Monte Barrett and these guys, it wouldn't be possible if it wasn't obviously for Russia, Soviet Union breaking up and becoming and no longer being communist, you know what I mean? But these are where the heavyweight fighters are coming from, and that's why I think this guy will be a player in the heavyweight division when he becomes a pro. I didn't say he's gonna win a world title. He could become like another Arlie Harrison, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, them fellas handled his business. Richard Torres is a medalist, guy out of USA, 22 years old. He's out of California, Tulare, California, and he comes home with a silver medal. No shame in his game. The southpaw did well for himself, but he couldn't fuck with the man Jalalov, and that's what it comes down to. Jalalov had previously knocked his ass out cold a year or two ago. You know what I mean? Okay, and the bronze medals go to Kamshabek Konkubayev from Kazakhstan, 29 years old. And the other bronze medal went to the British guy, black dude by the name of Fraser Clark. Fraser Clark versus Jalalov was a great fight, entertaining fight, but Jalalov sliced and diced up Fraser Clark's eyes. He cut his eyes up, man. He cut his eyes up like man was cutting potatoes or cutting an onion, man. The shit was looking bad, and they had to stop the fight. Man was leaking from both under both eyes, you know what I mean? But Frazier Clark was a good spirit. He ain't cry about it like Ben Whitaker. He was a very good sport, and I was actually impressed with how Frazier Clark handled the loss. But at the end of the day, he comes home with a bronze medal. You know what I mean? Will Frazier Clark be another? He is 30 years old, so he has to follow the route, and he's 6'6", big MF, big mofo. He got to follow the steps of fellas like Joe Joyce. You know what I mean? Joe Joyce won himself a silver medal. Came into the boxing game as a 30-year-old grown man. Joe Joyce is a player right now. Now he's just waiting an opportunity to win a world title, So there we go, man. Boxing Learner says Popo was the last Brazilian promoted decent. Absolutely, you're right. Popo Freitas, that was the last one. Popo Freitas has only 2 losses on his resume. Big time front runner. When Popo Freitas faces adversity, he be like, no mas, no more, I quit. Has only 2 losses, and those losses are to Diego Corrales and Juan Baby Bull Diaz, and they both made him quit. Only 2 losses, and they go both about quitting. Couldn't be me. Popo Freitas ducked the shit out of Floyd Mayweather. Good fighter, had good punching power, you know what I mean? But Popo Freitas should have been in the Hall of Fame. But the way he quit in those fights and how he was very protected is the reason he's not. But good observation, Boxer Learner. Yes, indeed. Yeah, man. So that's it. That's a quick recap. Let me do the heavyweight division right quick. Jalalov from Uzbekistan wins gold. Richard Torres from USA wins silver. Fraser Clark and from England wins bronze, and Konkobaya from Kazakhstan wins bronze. Medals recap. Which countries won the most medals? You already know. Cuba. Cuba did not win the most medals. They won 5. Great Britain won 6, and Russia won 6. But Cuba won 4 gold medals, zero silver, 1 bronze. Great Britain won 2 gold medals, 2 silver, 2 bronze. They spread it out pretty even. Russia won 1 gold medal, 1 silver medal, 4 bronze, 6 total. Brazil, they did well for themselves. 3 total, 1 in the gold, 1 in the silver, 1 in the bronze. Turkey won 2 medals, 1 silver, 1 gold. Japan won 3 medals in their home country in the hosting the Olympics. They won 3 medals, 1 gold, 2 bronze. Ireland won 2 medals, 1 gold, 1 bronze. Bulgaria won 1 gold. Uzbekistan won 1 gold. USA, god damn, USA sucked. USA won a total of 4 medals, 3 silver, 1 bronze. Let's talk about America right quick, man. America hasn't had a gold medalist, Olympic gold medalist since 2004, since Andre Ward. I'm talking about in the men's division. Clarissa Shields did bring home 2, she's brought home 2 medals, you know what I mean? You check it, but as far as gold medals, 2012 and 2016. But America's had a big drought. The drought continues, you know what I mean? No gold medal since 2004. That's a goddamn shame, man. It's quite disheartening, and it's very upsetting, to be honest, you know what I mean? I thought this year one guy was going to bring gold, and I really thought it would have been Keyshawn Davis. I knew the American had no chance at super heavyweight. I'm going to keep it tall with y'all. And the last time America's won a gold medal in the heavyweight division was Terrell Biggs, 1984. It's a long time, y'all. It's a long time. But you got, compared to years like 2008, that was a hideous year for USA in the Olympics in Beijing, because they only brought home 1 medal, and it was a bronze, and the bronze came from the bronze bomber, Deontay Wilder. You know what I mean? So USA, man, they still handling their business in the pro ranks. They still win the most world titles. Mexico second as far as winning world titles. But this speaks volumes to me about the amateur system in USA. And I think there's many ways to improve that. First and foremost, all rec centers, I believe, in the United States should have boxing programs. You know what I mean? With boxing equipment and boxing trainers to train youngins from a young age. And I'm not talking about just private gyms like Gleason's or something like that. I'm talking about city and county rec centers, recreational centers, like the Bald Eagle Gym in Washington, D.C., Southwest, where Lamar Peterson trains, you know what I mean, or used to train with his coach, Barry. Barry is still over there, still be training the youngins. And hopefully he'll bring up another world champion out of Washington, D.C. But the Cubans, per usual, are dominating. They have won the most medals in Olympic history, and they ain't no stopping them. The trend, it will continue. You know what I mean? So that's my recap, man. Big ups to everybody in the chat, man. Thanks for everybody for coming through. Check out my playlist in my B Marsh Boxing channel. I have a playlist of the 2021 Olympics, all the fights I covered, and I'm going to make one for 2016. I don't know why I didn't do that 5 years ago, but I'm going to make a playlist for all the fights I covered in 2016 as well. So there's going to be a playlist in B Marsh Boxing for 2021 Tokyo Olympics and 2016 Rio Olympics. You know what I mean? So big ups to everybody in the chat. One of them was salute Emmanuel Manu, boxing learner, Jet Cobb. Big up, my G. Thanks for coming through. If you're new to the channel, hit the thumbs up. If you like the content, hit the please share and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. B Marsh Boxing. I'm gone. Peace.